Hi everyone, welcome back to Pharmacology classes by MSR. In this video, we will see what is screening and the basic introduction for the screening. Screening is a process of thorough investigation to check the pharmacological activity of a new chemically undefined substances, to measure the toxicity of the new drug, what are the unwanted effects of that particular new chemical entity or a new drug, and to investigate the functions of the endogenous mediators. This is nothing but screening. The major purpose of screening is to determine whether that new chemical substance is having any worthy to concentrate on that, whether we are going to fetch anything from that, whether it will be helpful for the society in the drug therapy. So whether it is having any pharmacological properties or not, that is determined by performing the screening test. So there are three types of screening: simple screening, blind screening and programmed screening. As we have seen, there are three basic types of screening process. We will see about them in detail. The first one is simple screening. As the name indicates, it involves only one or two simple tests to find out whether that particular substance is having any particular property or not. For example, if you want to check whether that particular drug is having a capacity to decrease your blood pressure or to decrease your sugar levels. So to check if you check the blood sugar levels, you will know whether the drug is decreasing the sugar levels or not. If you check the BP, you will know whether the drug is decreasing your BP or not. So simple test will be involved in the screening of the drug. So it is called as simple screening. And the second one is blind screening. So blind screening, as the name indicates, you don't know the activity of that particular compound or the drug. Blind. So blind screening is to detect the pharmacological activity of a new drug where you don't know whether it is having that particular activity or not. Okay. So that is blind screening. So if you try something, you guess that this drug may have so and so activity. Blindly you are assuming and you are doing the study. If it works out, yes, you will focus on that and you will encourage that particular drugs to work on that and you will develop that particular drug. So this study is called as blind screening. And the last one is programmed screening. So here a new drug which is having a specific type of pharmacological effect. For example, this drug have a activity, it acts on the CNS, it acts on CVS. You are sure that this drug will show some effect on particular system. So in a programmed manner, you will screen that particular drug to check the activity of that particular drug on that particular system. So this study includes the quantitative assays of the compound, so that you will compare the standard and the test drug, our new drug and the standard, how much quantity is required to get so and so response or activity, how much quantity is required, whether the standard and the test are showing the same response with how much dose, what are the side effects for the standard and the test. So these are being compared in a established manner, in a programmed manner. So it is called as programmed screening. Methods of screening. So first one is in vitro screening method. In vitro is nothing but if you are doing an experiment outside the body under the controlled conditions, we term it as in vitro. The experiments which are done outside the body, like collecting a tissue or a organ, we do the experiments under the controlled experimental conditions, so we term it as in vitro. So in vitro studies can be done by activity assays to check the activity of that particular drug or a molecule, or a chemical assay to check the particular chemical is having that activity or not, bioassay to check the molecular mechanism of that particular drug, toxicity assay is done to check the toxicity or toxic effects of that particular drug, and we can also do the cell culture studies. Examples for bioassays may include isolated tissue preparations or organs, skeleton or smooth muscle preparations, etc. Chemical assay examples are antioxidant assays and to check the DNA, protein levels, RNA levels, etc. And apart from that, we can do cell culture studies and also the toxicity studies. So we have seen in vitro screening, which is done outside the test animal outside the living organism, but it is done in the controlled conditions. Whereas in vivo is a screening test which is done, an experiment which is done in the whole living organism. Whereas ex vivo is a condition where the experiment is performed outside the living body, but artificially we are providing the in vivo environment. Whereas in silico is a process which is performed on the computer or a computer simulator. Standardization of drugs. So bioassay plays a key role in the pharmacological screening as well as the standardization of drugs. Bioassay, what is this bioassay? It is defined as the estimation of concentration or potency of a substance. It may be a drug, a hormone, vitamin, toxin or an antitoxin by measuring the biological response that it is producing. A key point to be noted is bioassay is a type of screening method like a chemical assay, cell culture assay, toxicity assay, bioassay. So bioassay is also a type of screening method. So what are the applications of this bioassay? It is used to know the potency of that particular drug, to check whether a new isolated preparation or a new chemical entity or a new chemical drug is having any pharmacological activity or not, to establish the structural activity relationship, to monitor the environmental pollutants, and to determine the therapeutic advantage of the new drug over the already existing drugs, and to study new hormonal or chemical mediators which are controlling our body systems. So these are the applications of bioassay. In the next video, we will see what is bioassay, what are the types of bioassays in detail.